Hello friends, hope you're doing well. Hi, I'm Abhinash and welcome once again to my channel. Today I'll discuss the top 5 mistakes job seekers commonly make during interviews. And I will start with mistake number 1, lack of preparation by not researching about the company or job role. Let me cite an example to put across my point of view. About a month back, while interviewing a candidate, when I asked him, "What do you know about our company?" This was his reply. "Actually, I didn't get the time to go through your website. Can you tell me what your company does?" This was one of the strangest replies I've ever received from an interview candidate. And you know why it hurts? Because interviewers can immediately sense that a candidate is unprepared for the position. It shows genuine lack of interest and initiative and reduces your chances of getting a job. How to fix it? The importance of research. Research the company, industry, and position. Emphasize the importance of going beyond just reading the job description. Understand the company culture, discuss how aligning your personality and values with the company can make a difference. Prepare for potential questions. Highlight the importance of anticipating questions and preparing compelling answers. Mistake number 2 is giving weak, vague, or irrelevant answers, especially to behavioral questions. Why it hurts? It fails to demonstrate your actual experience or value. How to fix it? Use the STAR method: situation, task, action, result to structure answers with specific examples. Behavioral interview questions are a key component of modern recruitment practices, widely used by recruiters to assess candidates effectively because they're designed to assess how you have handled various situations in the past, based on the belief that past behavior is a best predictor of future performance or behavior. You must handle behavioral interview questions differently than the usual interview questions using the STAR method in this manner. Situation: describe the situation so that your interviewer understands the context. There is no need to be too detailed. Providing a general context with the most important facts should be enough. This should take around 15% of the total answer time. Task: briefly describe your specific task or responsibility in that situation. No need to go into detail here either. Just make sure to highlight what your role was. This is usually the shortest part and should account for 10% of the whole answer. Action: the main part of your STAR answer. You need to be as detailed as possible when describing what actions you took to achieve something. The action part should take up around 60% of your answer. It might seem a lot, but remember, you must describe what you did, step by step. Here, interviewers will look for clues about your experience and skills. Depending on the skill the question is supposed to assess, this will show them how you think, how you organize work, how well you work with others, and if you have an analytical mind. Result: here you should mention the tangible results of your actions. Ideally, these will be quantifiable data, either in percentage or rupees or dollars, but you can also include qualitative things like bonuses, positive feedback, promotions, or awards. Let us look at an answer to a behavioral question using the STAR method. And the question is: tell me about a time you had a conflict with a coworker. That's a classic behavioral question, and for experienced candidates, it is a chance to show emotional intelligence, professionalism, and problem solving under pressure. Here's how to craft a strong answer using the STAR method. Situation: at my previous job, a colleague and I disagreed on the approach to a client project. Task: we needed to deliver a joint presentation, but we had opposing views on the strategy. Action: I suggested we have a one on one meeting to better understand each other's perspectives. During the meeting, I listened actively, acknowledged his points, and shared my reasoning. We found a middle ground that incorporated both ideas. Result: the presentation was well received by the client, and our collaboration improved significantly afterwards. Let us now look at mistake number 3: speaking negatively about previous employers, complaining or blaming former employers or coworkers. This is the biggest mistake interview candidates make, which can easily cause them a prospective job offer. Why it hurts? It makes you seem unprofessional or difficult to work with. How to fix it? Keep responses professional, neutral, and focused on what you learned from past experiences. Why you should avoid speaking negatively? Red flag for employers. It may make you seem unprofessional, disloyal, or difficult to work with. 2. Reflects poorly on you. Even if your complaints are valid, bad mouthing can suggest you may do the same to a future employer. 3. Missed opportunity. Instead of focusing on the negatives, you can showcase maturity, problem solving, and resilience. How to address negative experiences constructively? Use neutral and professional language and focus on what you learned. Here are a few examples. Don't say, "My manager was terrible and micromanaged everything I did." Say instead, "I worked in a very structured environment with close oversight, which helped me develop attention to detail. However, I'm now looking for a role with more autonomy and trust." Let us look at some sample reframes of original negative statements into professional ones. Original negative statement: "The company was disorganized." A reframe: "I worked in a fast paced, evolving environment that required adaptability." "There was too much politics." "I value transparency and collaboration, which I am looking for more strongly in my next role." "I wasn't appreciated there." "I am seeking a workplace where employee contributions are recognized and growth is encouraged." And finally, "They didn't know how to manage." "I have learned the importance of clear leadership and effective communication in team success." Tips: stay factual, not emotional. Avoid naming names or placing blame. Redirect the conversation to your future goals. Mistake number 4: poor body language and communication skills. Mistake: weak eye contact, fidgeting, mumbling, or overconfidence. Why it hurts? Nonverbal cues often influence first impressions more than what's said. You may have all the skills employers want, but come off as a poor candidate during an interview, and your nonverbal communication may be to blame. It is said that spoken words account for 7% of how others see us, tone of voice accounts for 38% of how others see us, body language accounts for 55% of how others see us. Interview skills are more than telling a compelling story and selling hiring managers on your skills. Here are some tips for making a positive impression without saying a word. Sit up straight. Good posture shows you're engaged and paying attention. Additionally, a slight lean forward conveys genuine interest. Smile. A warm, genuine smile makes everyone feel more comfortable, particularly at the beginning and end of an interview. Practice appropriate facial expressions. Smiles may only be appropriate during part of the job interview. Avoid serving up a big grin when discussing serious topics. Practice your handshake. Reach out to your interviewer with a firm handshake. If they extend a hand first, respond immediately so you don't leave them hanging. Watch your gestures. Hand gestures during the conversation are fine and can even convey enthusiasm. However, don't fidget, shake your leg, tap your fingers, or play with a pen. Maintain eye contact. Eye contact is a crucial element of business etiquette in general, and it's essential in a job interview. While you don't want to stare down your interviewer, eye contact is critical for making a connection and showing respect. The goal is to be engaged and interactive. If you are frequently looking over your shoulder or down at the floor, you unwittingly convey disinterest and a lack of respect. Keep your phone in the silent mode. This may seem obvious, but crazy job interview mistakes like using your phone do happen. Put your phone in the silent mode and stay completely invested and present during the interview. Glancing at your phone, even to check the time, is rude and disrespectful. So you must maintain an open posture, steady eye contact, and speak clearly and confidently. The final mistake is not asking questions or saying no questions when asked at the end. Why it hurts? It signals a lack of curiosity or enthusiasm. How to fix it? Ask thoughtful questions about the team, role expectations, or company goals to show engagement. This concludes my session for today. Hope you have liked it. Please don't forget to like my videos and subscribe to my channel if not done earlier. I would also eagerly look forward to comments in the comment box. So until we meet again shortly, thanks. Have a nice day. Bye.